It's your pal having a nap. Some people associate me with coffee after making a video that makes fun of people for their coffee orders that became relatively widely shared on social media platforms such as TikTok and Instagram. And although this was 7 or 8 months ago, sometimes I still get questions like, how do I make my coffee? Am I Jewish? Will I do a hair tutorial? And while I don't necessarily have the answers to all these questions, I will say that I like my coffee like I like my women. Rich, wealthy, lots of money. I don't like working, so if there's any sugar mamas out there who are trying to date, I make pour-overs, and this video is about how I make my coffee. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a pour-over in just 6 simple steps. Step 1, become a micro-influencer. This sounds simple enough, but this step is actually crucial because it's how you're going to get your beans. There's a lot of ways to go about doing this, but I recommend posting content online somewhat regularly. And then in about 12 to 18 months, or once you have 3 or 4 videos with over 1 million views, you can kind of just start asking people for products, and sometimes they'll give them to you. In this case, I partnered up with Dose Coffee, and today we're going to be trying their Elkin Guzman. It's organic, and it's a light roast, so we're about to get f***ed up. We're doing the promo code thing. I know. I didn't think it was going to happen this fast either, but here we are. Head over to their website, type in the code at checkout, get 20% off. It's only going to work for 10 people. I don't know how well this video is going to do, so I don't know how long that offer will last, but go give it a try. Step 2, befriend someone with a coffee grinder and a nice gooseneck kettle. Again, this part's kind of self-explanatory. You can't really do anything with your beans if you can't grind them and put hot water on top of them. In this case, I partnered up with my friend Danny V. He's not here right now. He's in Colorado, but he's here in spirit. Thanks, Danny V. Step 3, sign a lease with your friend from step 2. I mean, they're not going to do you much good without daily access, so. Step 4, have a brother who used to manage and roast for a coffee company in Syracuse, New York. Because he's going to be able to get you one of these. This is called a beehouse. It's used to make pour-overs. It's way different than a funnel. It's definitely not the same thing as a funnel. It's so different from a funnel. Step 5, start a music career. Listen, I get it. I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with coffee? Music is hard, it's emotionally taxing, I'm gonna lose Instagram followers. But the reason you need to start a career in music is so that you can start a merch line. And the reason you need a merch line is because you need a mug. And if you use the right print-on-demand company, you may be able to get your own mug for 20% off.
So your own mug is the only thing that you paid for in this video?
I bought the filters.
Yeah, the $3 filters.
Dude, shut the Step 6. Buy coffee filters for $3. Looks like we have everything we need, so let's make some coffee. We're gonna grind the beans. I like to do 4 tablespoons. And I think you're technically supposed to grind them on medium, but I grind them on fine because I like to. Yo, can you send me the rack for this one? Do this literally every time. Gotta boil that water. Alright, now we're gonna take our filter, fold these little edges so it will fit into the bee house, place it inside the bee house, place the bee house on top of the mug, and before we put the grounds in, we're just gonna actually pour a little bit of hot water on this filter, because I watched a Stumptown video on how to make these once and they told me to do that. Now we're gonna pour this out. I'm gonna grab my coffee grinds. I'm gonna pour them in. And now, the part we've all been waiting for. We're just gonna start pouring some water in here in concentric circles. And the key here is the concentric circles, because if you don't pour in concentric circles, it's going to taste like shit. So I pour it up once, kind of until it's at the top, and then I stir it a little bit because that really activates the caffeine particles, just kind of, you know, the hops in there, the lactic acid fermentation, tyranny of the majority, that kind of stuff, you know. Then I just wait until it stops dripping or until I can just see that there's no more water in there. And I pour it in again, and this time I do focus a little bit more on the sides. Make sure everything that, got caught on the side gets back into the brew. Some people love measuring out the exact amount of water in grams or the exact amount of grinds. But at the end of the day, a full cup is a full cup, you feel me? Yeah, it looks like we still got a little bit of room at the top, so I'll do one more. I just put the grinds in the filter in the compost and I rinsed off the beehouse, and what we're left with is a cup of coffee. So let's see what we're working with.
Damn, they don't make them like this anymore.
And now that I've made my cup of coffee, I'm gonna sit down with some of my creative outlets for a nice focus session of doom scrolling.